Welcome to Rockville.
Guys, feast your eyes on the Spirit of 76, the 1976 Honda 360T in this stunning candy apple red color with the blue and gold pinstriping and the gold chain and a chrome shining in the sun. The polished aluminum engine cases, really a classy looking bike that has stood the test of time. This bike is born November of 1975, which means in 8 weeks it'll be 50 years old. That kind of puts it in perspective, doesn't it? Not many 50-year-old cars on the road with 9,000 original miles on it. It's unheard of to find a classic car, and very rarely a classic motorcycle in this kind of shape that's all original paint, original rims, original bars, original speed tack and speedo suspension. Everything on the bike is original. We gave it what we call a full rotisserie preservation service or detail, where from the bottom of the kickstand to the top of the bars, everything was polished and cleaned and thoroughly waxed. And if it needed to be painted, it was painted. So let me grab the work order, because there's no way I'll remember everything we did on the bike, but I'll go over it real quickly with you. The fuel tank was Caswell sealed, cleaned and Caswell sealed. The fuel petcock was rebuilt. You can see it has new fuel lines with dual fuel filters on the dual petcock lines. Dual carb setup. The carbs were cleaned and rebuilt. The airbox was cleaned. The new spark plugs were installed. The whole fuel system was cleaned, and the bike was given a thorough full tune-up, including going through all the electrics. We replaced the left front turn signal bulb, the rear running light bulb, and replaced the rear tail lamp lens. That's a brand new tail lamp lens on there, and fitted new screws, stainless steel screws for the front turn signal lenses. The tire pressure was set, and the new gold chain was installed, you can see. So not much for parts: a turn signal bulb, taillight lens, stainless turn signal screws, spark plugs, 2 quarts of 10W40 oil. We did install new period correct style Honda grips and a new mirror on it. The guy who owned this bike, an old timer, rode it right to our shop and sold it to us a couple months ago. And we wanted to take it to its former glory, so we went right through the bike. It was steam cleaned, hand washed top to bottom. The kickstand was painted. The center stand was repainted. The peg mounts were painted. The rear brake lever was repainted, restored and repainted. We removed the wheels, front and rear, completely took the front rear wheel off, vapor blasted the rear wheel and the components. We restored the shocks, painted the swing arm, repainted the frame and frame rails, painted the rear fender and the license plate mount. We polished the rear brake arm, painted the foot pegs, painted the engine case cover, as you can see, the original Honda Cloud Silver, then reassembled those components. The engine case on the other side, the cover, you can see, was polished. We painted the other side, that engine case on that side, the part that's not aluminum, polished. We vapor blasted the shifter and the kicker, removed them and vapor blasted them. We vapor blasted quite a bit of components on it, including the wheel sets. The forks were stripped and repainted. As you can see, there's new paint on the forks, original factory paint code. We polished the front brake hub. You can see that there's a the brake hub there that's been polished. And if you come around this side, you can see the brake on this side, after everything was vapor blasted, clean, perfectly clean, that aluminum brake was polished in addition to the forks being painted, and the chrome uppers were polished also. Then we reinstalled the front wheel, installed the new chain, cleaned all the nuts and bolts, touched up the triple tree paint, polished the front hub. The exhaust pipe had a couple of rust holes in it. So there's I forget the name of the product. I'll write it up in the eBay ad, but there's a product designed to seal holes in exhaust. It was $450 for a 24-ounce tub of this stuff. It's extremely expensive. We've used it before. You can see there was a small hole right here. There's a small hole right here. Those were filled, and there's a couple of small holes on the bottom. Not all of them were filled, frankly, because it sounds really cool. It was really restrictive, but with them all filled, so we left one open in the back here, and it gives it a nice rumble, like you removed the baffle or modified the baffle. We also cleaned underneath the seat, painted any of the metal components on it that needed to be painted was done, and cleaned under the seat. So the total amount of labor on the bike was 36 hours and 45 minutes. So good news is the bike's in beautiful condition. The total between service and labor actually was 37 hours labor. So here's the total at $150 an hour plus the parts. It was $5,660. Sadly, that's the bad news. The good news is we're going to sell it for less than the work order. So it's like you're getting the bike for free. It'll be sold with a reserve less than just the work order and parts that we put into it. So sometimes these are a labor of love when you do them. We just keep going until we make them as nice as we can without getting too far upside down. I'm going to spin it around this way so you can see this side of the bike in the sun. Again, it has kickstand and center stand. I like the center stand because it sits nice and tall. Excellent seating position on the bike. It's the bar to peg to seat relationship is excellent. The original paint looks great. It's not perfect. I mean, it looks like there was some former touch up done right here, and there's a couple nicks in the paint right here, and it's got a little bit of overspray on the seat cover. He must have been like painting something, and it's just these little tiny spots. Those must have happened, in his garage or something. A couple more little spots up on the back here that could be wet sanded and buffed out. We didn't, we're at this point, we're upside down on the bike. We've gone as far as we want to go with it. The tire that's on the front looks like it's got about 80% of the tread left on it. It's an IRC tire, maybe 90% tread. I guess this has the hairy nubs on the side here, and it's still nice and soft. The rear tire also was recently replaced with 80-90% tread, and it's still nice and soft. So it's been thoroughly sorted, and it's ready for a new home. Beautiful classic Honda. These were and still are extremely economical bikes to own because they're really reliable and they get insane fuel mileage, like 60, 70 miles of the gallon. Has a cool cover for the tank here that if you look underneath, you can see the Caswell sealant has been applied inside the tank. That white sealant a little bit is on the cap here, around the cap, but the inside of the tank was cleaned with a rust preventative product, and then the Caswell was put on there. So there you have it. Show them the gauges yet. The original gauges are nice and clear and bright. They're not stained or cracked glass or anything. The original headlight bucket appears to be in good condition. The headlight ears aren't bent, indicating the bike hasn't been dropped. Starts first kick every time and runs absolutely amazing. So definitely a lot of life left in this one. It's ready for another 50 years. You take care of it. Ship it right to your door. We finance it in-house. If you have any questions, give us a call. Thanks for watching. God bless America.